Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Tuesday, March the 19th, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, here we go again, more Democrat nonsense about the Electoral College. The latest comes from Elizabeth Warren, who's running for president, if you didn't know, and she says that we should abolish the Electoral College. All right, well, she's entitled to her opinion. But the problem is nobody's explaining to the country how you abolish the Electoral College. It seems like people think that this is like I don't know, changing the name of a street or something like that, or bringing down a statue or whatever people want to do. If you want to change the Electoral College, you're going to have to amend the Constitution. What that means is that the Congress is going to have to vote for it. The Senate is going to have to vote for it. Then it goes to the president, who has to sign it. So assuming that all of that were to happen, let's say, in the next 3 or 4 days, and it's not going to happen, but let's assume that it happens within, let's say, before the end of the year. Not going to happen, but just to explain it. Then it would have to go to the states, and 3/4 of the state legislatures would have to approve the amendment, which means it will have no impact on 2020 whatsoever. I doubt that it will have any impact on 2024 because it may not even be done by then. So this is just another one of those ideas that people bring up in the election or in the campaign, I guess just to get people to talk about it. But at the end of the day, there's no practical alternative to the Electoral College. Going to a popular vote, election would mean changing so many rules and doing so many things that you couldn't even do it within probably 10 years, because every state has their own rule, the way they do it, and all of that would have to be replaced by some kind of a federal election commissions or something like that would oversee the national election. So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I think for Democrats to keep bringing it up, I think it's a good indication that they don't have a lot of issues. I mean, I suppose they don't want to talk about the economy, do they? A new poll came out today saying 71% of the country feels good about the economy. Well, my guess is that a lot more Americans are interested in the economy than in changing the Electoral College. But, I'm not a Democrat, and I'm not angry at the Electoral College. I think the Electoral College is a good thing. I suppose, it can be looked at and maybe changed. I remember one time looking at the possibility of changing it by going from a state, taking all the votes if you win a state, to maybe dividing it by congressional districts, so that in Texas you have 36 districts and 2 senators. So it could be broken down. Let's say whoever wins the state gets the 2 senator votes, and then the other 36 would be divided on the basis of who won that district. I've thought about that idea. I've looked into it. It's not a bad idea. It's something that I think has some merit, and I suppose that could be discussed as an alternative to the Electoral College. And by the way, had that idea of the district by district election been used, Romney would have actually won the 2012 election, not Obama, because Romney actually won more districts in 2012 than Obama. But again, the rules are the rules. It is the Electoral College. You would have to amend the Constitution for it to change. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Probably will never happen. So maybe the Democrats ought to tell us how they're going to pay for Medicare for all. Frankly, I think that would be a more interesting speech. Well, thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, and on my blog. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.